Hello, power people, and welcome back to a new Walls video. Even though this week we are doing something different. We have played a few times over the course of last year some brews in leagues. What we are going to do today is we will just do the very first matches of a new brew in tournament practice. This because I do not really have the time, but especially the ticks to develop the list in leagues. The meta league is kind of hard for Wolves right now. I have a very limited amount of tickets, and refining in leagues is better but more costly. While, especially at the very first stage, when I just want to try things, uh, after having played a few solitaire games, I just play a few matches into tournament practice, of course, with all the caveats of tournament practice, meaning that sometimes the opponents leave, sometimes they play weird things. The play level is, let's say, less strict than in leagues, but it's useful to gather information on how the deck works, especially if this is a completely new brew, which is what we are going to play today. What we are going to play today is a blue-green walls combo deck that always win in the same way, meaning we generate infinite mana with Overgrown Battlement, unlikely, or Axebane Guardian, way more likely, and then we kill the opponent with Valakut Invoker. How we get there, though, is totally different. Instead of the classical version with lot of creature being practically monogreen and using Winding Way and Lead the Stampede as card draw, we are using a version that relies a lot on artifacts and, let's say, normal card draw in order to pack a Ghostly Flicker, let's say, combo. So it's a little bit convoluted, but this is what happens. First of all, the key card is the new one, Sewer-veillance Scam from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set, which is an incredibly powerful card, in my opinion. It's an artifact costing 1 blue with flash that, when enters the battlefield or when leaves the battlefield, allows to tap or untap any one target creature. On top of that, if you sacrifice this, paying 1 blue and 3 colorless, you draw 2 cards. What that means? This means that in the ideal scenario, if you have one Axebane Guardian in play without Summoning Sickness, one Mnemonic Wall, and enough mana to play one Sewer Camp, let's go faster, and Ghostly Flicker, you go infinite. This because flickering the Sewer Camp generates 2 untapped triggers. So if you have the Axebane or any other walls generating at least 2 mana, you go positive because flicker costs only 3. And then, of course, the second target being Mnemonic Wall means you go infinite, because then you have 1 more mana with respect to what you were having at the beginning, and you can repeat the thing. On top of that, you can use this artifact as a mini fog sometimes when there is a huge creature that you can tap, since it has flash. And you can use it to draw cards, often kind of free, because of course when you sacrifice it, it leaves the battlefield, so it untaps a defender, and if you use a big defender to generate the mana, you're actually getting all the mana back, or even you are mana positive. So in order to fit this new version of the not the kill condition, the infinite condition, we ditched the poor old Galvanic Alchemist, but we still have one Fried, because of course we cannot rely on being a totally graveyard dependent deck, and Fried oftentimes is very good. We have a limited amount of Drift of Phantasms to fetch the Freed or various utility cards. The utility cards are, of course, you can fetch the Valakut, you can fetch a Ghostly Flicker, and then there is a mini graveyard recursion package, which is Pulse of Murasa, gives lives, brings back a creature or a land, and of course you can kind of do shenanigans with the Mnemonic Wall. And Evolution Witness, that again retrieves any one permanent, and we are playing a lot of permanents, and again with Ghostly Flicker you can use it multiple times. To make all of this work, first of all, I found out we need a lot of length. I started with, as usual, a ridiculous low amount, and it was not working well. I went up to 15, but still it was not good enough. Right now we are trying 17 length. That might be a little too much, but I don't know. We need a lot of forest, so we have 10 forests. We then need a few islands, 5, and then I'm also trying a couple of landscape, one each of the one that can get both forest and island, because it's an extra draw. It is a few lines out of the deck, can be kind of used in combination with pulse, etc., etc. The rest of the deck is mainly card draw, meaning that with respect to the usual walls list, we have only 4 Sarulis, 1 Secret Door, and only 2 Quirions. Quirions are useful, but 1/1s, and the Sewer can does often most of the work. Still, they're useful, so we play 2. And then all the rest is card draw, meaning we play 8 2-mana artifacts divided between, first of all, 4 Cryogen Relic. This is because when you flicker this, you draw through, because like for the Sewer Cam, it has the trigger both entering and going out of play. Then we have 3 Prisms, because again, we want to be able to have the blue mana, and sometimes it's not so easy. We have 1, let's say, generally useful Lembas that allows the scry. If you flicker it multiple times, allows you to dig better, and there is the minor life gain thing. And then 1 Energy Refractor, which is the only way we have to easily win with the battlement, because this is a sort of poor man Orochi, meaning the battlement produce a lot of green mana. You use 2 of them to create 1 blue, and then you can go on infinite. On top of all of these, let's say, natural card draw, we have 2 Multi-Rifters. First of all, because I love Multi-Rifter, and of course they are very good in multiple cases, especially with Ghostly Flicker. And then we love this thing, Perilous Research, which is... Sorry, someone on my door. Hello, I'm back. It was a courier with very important delivery, food boxes from Italy. I work and live in the Netherlands now, and getting food from home is always a good thing. Anyways, we were discussing about Perilous Research, which is an additional card draw instant, 1 blue, 1 colorless. You draw 2 cards, and then you have to sacrifice a permanent. And we have multiple permanents that we like to sacrifice to draw an additional card or to get some effects. For example, of course, the Cryogenic Relic, or we can sack things in response to removal, etc., etc. These will be probably better with Ichor Wellsprings, that at the very beginning I was also using, but in the end I cut them because I wanted more length, and not sure yet if this is the perfect build. Then we finally come to the sideboard, which is kind of totally random. We have 3 Hydro because we need them badly against Mono Red. We hope these are enough, I'm not sure. Then we have 3 generated counters. I put negates because I will say we want to counter mostly non-creature spells. The only negative might be the spell starter sprite, but I think this deck is super down to spell starter sprite. Then we have 3 moments pieces against the go white decks. We have 3 relics to try against uh, things like spy, etc. I'm not sure if we need them. And then we have 3 anti-artifact and enchantments, 2 troublemaker hoof and 1 must vandal. I don't know which one is the better because the hoof is kind of easy to use to sack an artifact, while the vandal is theoretically ghosty flickerable. Not sure if they are worth or needed. In the very, very early phase, I also had life gain, meaning weather the storms, but I'm not sure they were worth. It might instead the case that we bring them back, but of course we need to test games to see what we need and how the deck fares. So, having said so, let's see what we can do in tournament practice. And we will be back possibly after the league, sorry, after the matches. First test match against Rafaton, I think. We are on the play. We want to play first. I think we keep this on the play, maybe not. On the draw, I would have kept it for sure. We have a lot of length. Let's try mulliganing. Of course, 0 land. Okay. And then we have a terrible one. Okay, so we are going to keep like this, I think. So probably keeping the first one was going to be better. The first one was a much better hand. And we are against some black thingy. Of course, we cannot draw the land, but yeah, we did eventually. If this is some kind of this is could be madness, darknet madness, I mean, or could be something worse. Here we cannot do much except trying to play some mana. Yeah, this is madness. So if we draw a land, we're going to play the Moon Drifter. If not, we are probably just playing the Axebane. And we do not draw the land, but we get some card draw. Hello. Okay. I am trying to. Okay. I was able eventually to play the Axebane. In case they kill one of our Axemen now, we can use it for perilous research. Otherwise, next turn we are going to draw 5 with Muldrifter and Ghostly Flicker. Or I will see. We are not going to draw 5 next turn. But we are going to play the Drifter. Problem is, I think we are a little too slow. It's also true that we mulligan to 5. Yeah, I think we just play the old Rifter. If we play this, we have only 4 mana left. I cannot do basically anything unless I play a land. No, yeah. Let's see. This might not be the correct one. Yeah, the idea. Now, if we don't die, because we are going to block, we can start doing things. I don't know how this matchup is for us. Yeah, probably not very good. Let's see if they kill a creature or they go to the face. Unfortunately, I fear these test games we will have to be very patient with players playing super slow. We are at 5. Uh, we might be dead. I don't think so. Problem is that we should now win, which doesn't seem to be super easy. Okay, okay. Actually, this was one of the best draw we could have. If yeah, I think we have to develop our mana and to gain life. Opponent is thinking and think they can bolt the Axebeam. So we go getting back our Mold Drifter, but more importantly, we are going up to 11 life, and now we have a lot of card draw for next turn. I don't know why they did this thing in my tool, since they cannot play it now. They can, no? Ah, because it has flash. Yes, of course. Okay. We still might be dead. We are at 7, and they have 4 cards in hand. Six. Let's see if we are dead. 3. And of course we are. In 19 cards they drew basically 4 lightning bolts, 3 actual lightning bolts, 5 lightning bolts. Because they had the fiery temper, triple lightning bolts, and 1 Elves. These, yeah, we cannot do much about this. We mulligan too. Probably we were able to win if we could have done. Uh, Here we do not have life gain in the sideboard. We could bring in a certain amount of hydros and negates. Hydros, it's multiple. Let's see if we can bring in 2 and 2 just to test. We are going to go to 61. We are for sure cutting the evolution witness. We keep all the life gain. We keep all the flyers with to cut. I think we cut a forest. We go to 16. I'm not sure about cutting one relic or one cam. No, one perilous research. Let's cut the cam. Let's see if the sideboard has any impact. That was so incredibly close. They had the perfect throws to beat us. And I think we would have won in our turn. Okay, here we have some life gain, some defenders. We miss blue mana, but it's okay. We don't mind if they kill it, but I don't think they are going to. We might block though. Let's see what we draw. Oh, the less useful card. Because we can then pulse, but probably we don't need that. This is absolutely the card we didn't want to see. So of course we are not going to block here. I don't know what they are thinking. I mean, I noticed that in tournament practice. Yeah, this is classical tournament practice play. They just lost 1 point of damage without reason. They might have another bolt, but it's okay because then we get the pulse. I don't know if they also lagging a little. Let's see if they have also the second lightning bolt. They don't. Let's see now if they have the mandatory fiery temper. No. Oh, okay. So they might have the lightning bolt. If they don't, we can do multiple interesting things. Okay. Okay, so here we try to pulse back our video. We get it. So now we can start doing things. So first of all, we camp. They did have the whole time the lighting bolt I didn't play. This is so silly. So we untap. we I think we just flicker both. I'm not sure I can get again the mana. We will see. We don't, so we will get a lot of green mana that unfortunately we cannot use. Also this one. Okay. Yes. Yes. We play our land and we unfortunately have to pass. Let's see if they have a third bolt. If they have it, then it's going to be a problem because we need an island. They have the Dark Wither. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, but we are in tournament practice, guys. That's why I would say tournament practice is really just to see if the things kind of work, because often the level of play is okay. We are still at 20, so we have time. In the worst case, we draw 2 cards. We go to 17, virtually 15. Two cards in hand. Let's see. Okay, 13. Now next turn we can draw if we want 4 additional cards. Okay, so let's see what we draw. Oh, this is not bad. Now we play on Drifter. Okay. We can do. Yeah, let's start. No, we need to do this way. First, Prism. No. Do we want to play this additional? We are going then to, no, we wait, we play first the relic. Okay. We basically have the kill next turn. So what we are going to do is we also tap the guy because we have multiple ways to draw cards. Okay. So next turn, if we don't die, we win. They have only one card in hand, so I really hope we don't die. They're flashing back the looting. Still one card in hand. If that card is a Pyroblast, it's going to be relatively sad. It wasn't. And now, let's see if we win. Okay. So, let's see if our defender resolves. It's funny we drew only 2 lands this game. Okay. So, Ghostly Flicker. Now we are going to untap multiple times. Yes. And we're going to untap the 2 Axe Beams, which is kind of cool because it plays around any possible single removal. Okay, and now we just kill them. We show them the invoker, hoping they concede. Let's see, maybe they want to see the loop. They did have something the whole time, or maybe they just wanted to tap, which is okay. So 1, 2. What is this? I clicked. Yes, yes, yes. There are 28, which means 80 total mana. So let's see how fast we can get to that level of mana. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, yes. So each time we generate 9 mana, if I'm not wrong. So we shouldn't be too slow. 1, 1, and flicker. Yes, yes. Yes. So we might be, well, we should win our first, reconsider. We did win our first game. Okay, here, basically, everything was more or less okay, except the fact that we were a little unscrewed. They had again a lot of removal, but we top decked the single pulse. This was the lucky element. Let's see if we can win our first match. They might now bring in graveyard removal. Okay, I think this is a keep. We have multiple things. We only need some good defenders. I think we are going to suck because I want to draw stuff as soon as possible. Next turn I'm going to play anyhow the Lembas. They discard. They have the sneaky snappy. Such an annoying card. Okay, we changed the plan since we got the Overbrew. We even have a Ghostly Flicker for theoretical protection, but we will need time to deploy it. Let's see if they have the Withering. The 6. We are already at 11. Which is not bad, considering they played a tapped land and 2 sorceries, and in 3 turns they made 9 damages. So here we go Saruni. Now, the thing is, can we die next turn? I don't know. I want to believe we cannot. If they have 4 bolts, they have to have 3 bolts. 3 actual bolts. Or 2 bolts. And let's see what we draw. Aquarium would be very good, and it did this Aquarium. So now we can actually play a relic, and then we have 3 mana in case of need. Next turn we can get the pulse for some additional life gain. We are forced to untap our Batman, but the fact that they wasted a bolt on the Quirion is very good. 3 cards only. We are going to gain life. And actually next turn we are going to deploy presumably the Flicker. sorry, the flicker, the drift for blocking purposes. If everything goes fine, next turn we can start drawing cards. We are still at a precarious life total. They already had something like 3 bolts, 4 bolts. We didn't draw a single card of our sideboard, even though I don't know if it would have helped. I think against them we just need life. Here, of course, we are going to block. Okay. Let's see if they sided in the Pierce. They didn't, which is good. But very, very unfortunately, we did not get anything. We are going to gain 1 life, but I fear we are going to be dead. Yeah. They had a very good start. If we survive and we find a single artifact that transmits the mana, cannot remember the name, reflector, we win. But I think it's pretty unlikely that we survive. We are taking 4, 5 actually. So we are at 2, then probably they are going to kill us with vampire keys or something like that. And it is. Okay, we lose our first match. Second match of our testing against the BrunoProfeta. We are on the play. We have a land heavy hand. Let's see if it turns out. Opponent is mulliganing. We are playing a lot of lands and a lot of forest. In particular, he's in the very preliminary solitaire games. I was having a little too many land issues. Now we might have overcompensated. Of course, the Valakut Invoker is really a dead card, but and we are against probably Elves or Spy. We play the Overgrown. It's Elves. So Elves is going to be tough because they're going to be super fast. Okay. We get. Okay, so we start with the Drifter. Let's see what we draw. Draw Quirion and a Mnemonic. So we get green mana. We play the Prophetic Prism. Let's see if there is anything. Unfortunate, one turn too late. Do we need to play the Quirion now? I don't think so. Giving them 2 extra mana is probably not worth. Now next turn, we play the Quirion. We can then play the Invoker, but we do not have enough to do anything. They had basically close to the perfect start. They are probably playing Priest, Birchlore, and then it depends on what is the other cards in their hand. Next turn we are dead. Unless we find... oh yeah, we should be dead. Yeah, this is basically a turn 3 kill. Yeah, they even have the... okay. So we can concede immediately. I don't think we have any draw that can solve this state. Let's see what we were going to draw in Axebane, but it was, yeah, even though we were on the play, it was just too slow. Here we are just going to bring in the moments pieces. I think we just cut out the Quirions. And we go to 61. Elves. This is probably a very complicated matchup for us. They are definitely too fast. Okay, here we have a very good hand with a lot of defenders and some card draw and good lands. And we even have the cam. The cam can be used as a mini fog in case they have only a big attacker and without the Timberwatch. Let's see. Okay. Here we are forced to cry. Actually, I shouldn't have played the forest if we draw an island. And we kind of do, actually. This was a mistake on my side. For the moment, nothing too terrible. And they obviously have the Quirion. That the forest could have caused our death, unfortunately. 3 lands. What we don't want to see is the Timberwatch. While we kind of don't mind the Okay, the Hydra. So here we are doing some weird stuff. We play our land. We play another one. And then we just wait because we might have to play the sewer cam to stop. If they have the... Oh no, we cannot. They have to be... Well, they also have to use all their pigeons. Okay, that is unexpected. We only take 5. They do not have non-blue mana. No, yes, no, they don't have it yet. Okay. So here, what do we do? We can draw 5 cards, but then we have no blue mana left. Again, I played the forest way too early, but we don't have many. I think we just drew 3. Now let's try to go for... Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we draw first of all. Okay, you can gain all the life you want in the world. Yeah, I think we go for the draw 4, so 5 in total, hoping to get one of the moments pieces. Okay, we get it immediately, so yeah, now everything is much easier for us. And we do find a lot of blue cards. Now they have the colored mana. Question is, are they going to be playing Pyros? They attack with everything. I think we block? They might have... so these are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we might be dead to... No, a run through. So we just block a couple, hoping they do have a Vines of Wastwood. Now we block 3 of them. Let's see if it's 8 damages. They did have the Vines. Let's see if it's a Vines or any form of Pomp. I think Vines is the only one that I see played in Elves sometimes. Yep, not this time. Okay. Okay, here we are getting closer. I think this time we do play the land. We go get back our ghosty flicker. Yes, and we just wait. Next turn we have the kill. So I think we go for it. If they have a negate, we might be forced to block something. White, Ramechon, top. Okay, and mm, uh, we don't really need to do anything right now. Land. So here we draw an additional 2. Now we have everything. So now, for the sake of things, we go this way. Yes. Okay. And now we try to just win. Wait. So we flicker this and this. Always yield. So yes. Yes. We retap it. I want to tap it. Did they concede? Ah no, I didn't. Ah, ship. Stop yielding. So no. Okay. I did to yield only to the mnemonic wall application if I use the same creature. So let's see, now we play Big Booker. Let's see if they have the Hydro or whatever. They don't. So now we start just accumulating mana. So 1 and 2. Tap, tap. Okay, they considered. Okay, we won a game. and this time using the sideboard card. Now they are the version with card spells, so they might sideboard in multiple things, but we don't care. Meaning we are trying our plan, we want to see what works, what it doesn't. Game 3, we have plenty of time. We had a very good hand. Okay. This one would be also a reasonably good hand if we had the forest. We play 17 lands, if I'm not wrong. That means our probability of drawing at least one land is big. So we mulligan, and we get all the lands we need. We get us the pulse. Do we want the pulse? I don't think we want the pulse. Question was pulse versus one of the forests. I'm not sure which one was the correct choice. Here, okay, so here we find the one drop, so we play the one drop. Oh, for once, they do not have the mandatory turn 2 priest. Let's see if they have the mandatory Quirion. Yes, they do. Okay, here we are just doing stuff. Now we have Timberwatch. Timberwatch might be a problem. 2 cards only in hand. We need very fast to find. Oh man. So this is little next turn. Okay. So once again a basic turn 3 kill. So here, okay, if I fetch, I need to find the thing. Yeah, we fetch because we need to maximize the possibility of finding the moment's piece. Moment's piece. No moment's piece. Kind of the opposite of moment's piece. So we must play the refractor to try to find the moment piece. We don't, and we are dead, I think. Because we cannot even play this, we are going to block. Oh, okay, let's try to see what happens. This is triple. This is 18 damage. No, yeah, okay, we are dead. Okay, we lose once again. Match 3 on the play against Jackpicci or Jackpicci. Seems kind of Italian. So it will be Picci. We are on the play. We keep it this. We have the 2 graveyard recursion cards that we don't really need too much, but let's see. Question is, what do we fetch? I think we fetch an island. Is this another Elves? If this is another Elves, it's going to be probably a problem, but we'll see. Ah, unfortunate. So here we just deploy our mana as fast as possible, but I think we are going to die as usual. Okay, and they did not attack. Again, tournament practice things. Okay, here we have a little too many lengths. The stun counter, then we go these and we start doing things actually, because we are going to untap our guy, and then what do we play? Pulse or Evolution Witness? I think Evolution Witness. So we are durdling, even though we were kind of heavily mana flood. Okay. So for the moment, the good news is that they have no video. Oh, hello. Okay, I think we might have something here. So let's see. We start bringing back our cry. Now I'm just trying to find the lines. So here we play the cry. Okay, so now I can. Okay, if I tap these two and is for mana, then I flicker, I gain. Let's try, yeah, I don't think I can flicker easily. Okay, so let's see. We start in this way. So we draw two and we get some additional mana. Get also one green just in case. Okay. We play the Axebane and we have 6 extra lives. So I think for the moment we stay this way. If needed, we can or draw 2 and gain 6 lives. The attack only with this, which of course is totally nonsense. We go to 8. Enter. What's this? Is this Hydra? If this is Hydra, of course, I mean, we were dead or close to dead. Okay, no. Spinewood. Double Spinewood. Yeah. Okay, so next turn we are dead. So we need to find a way to win. We basically need a mnemonic wall. So I think we just pulse back. Do we really need it? I think just in case it's an additional card. We go to 40. They have 0 card in hand because 14, if we block these and then we block a lot, we might be able to survive. Let's see what we draw first. A prism, which is not ideal, but it's kind of free. So let's see what the prism gives us. Okay. Things are becoming interesting. So, first of all, oh, I don't know what is happening. Do we cycle? Oh, is 3 mana for? No, we don't. We just use the can. Okay, yes. And we draw 2. Okay, this is just additional mana, so we don't mind. Mana slash blockers. So now we are going to cycle the thing. Way too many. Now, I think we are forced to do this. Lembas. We are durdling. Okay, so we play the Lembas. This on bottom. Okay. So this is 5. 6 in. Oh no, we have also this one. Okay, so we Perilous. and we suck. What do we suck? The lembas or land? I think land. Let's say the lembas just in case. We might draw it again. So we play another cryogen. Oh, okay, we get an refractor. I think we are losing hope. So we surveillance once again. We whiffed. Not really sure if we played it correctly or not. So we play one green. We tap also. Also asking for the land. The island are very nice. So we yes, if I have to play in paper, I say paper. The island is probably $1,000, and that's why I play this. So I think okay. So we can naturally draw the fruit. If we do, we win. Otherwise, we can prophetic prism into cryogen into possibly another blocker. Let's see. Nothing. So now the thing is, do we cryogen the flyer or do we cryogen the priest? If we cryogen the priest, they have 11 plus theoretically 5, that is 17. We need to block. Okay. Yeah, I think we block the priest. Okay, and we play another blocker. We did, yeah, okay, it's okay. We did not find, let's see if they do have the Hydra. No, an Ant. An Ant means that they do not kill us. With this is 30, right? Yes. Let's see. This is 5, 10. Yeah, 13. We go to 1. We draw. And okay, so we play a land and we play a guardian because it's additional mana. Then we draw 2. We sacrifice a forest. Okay, we can start durdling again. Okay, so let's go relatively fast because we spent a lot of time. So relic first. And we finally win. Okay. We had the flicker forever. So we got the flicker. No response. Yes. Now we play the can. We untap our Axeman. No response. Yes. We play the invoker. Okay, and we start. We lost half of the time game 1, but I was trying things. So flicker can and okay. So on top, top. This one. This I always yield. Yes. No response. Yes. Top. I could actually from next no response. Yes. I'm actually going with the double axe paint so I can save some clicking time. 1, 2. Okay, so we bring in our moments pieces and we bring out our 2 videos and we go to 61. No land once again. Many land. Yeah, this is fine because we have turned through Bull Drifter. Opponent also Mulligan. So the plan here for the moment is Forest, Refractor, Drifter. And we even have a Frit in hand, which is super good. The problem is it's kind of a super slow start. And chatting, so Okay, so we get this Ruli. I don't think we need it yet. Okay. Okay, a lot of mana. So next turn we might have infinite mana, but then the thing is, can we? Ah, he's Italian. Unfortunately, opponent misclicked to attack. Probably we distracted, and they had probably a hide or something. We go to 16. Let's see what they have. Avenging Hunter? Ah, no, okay. So in this case, this build seems to be definitely okay. So yeah, now we are going to draw a lot of cards. If our guys survive, uh, if they do not have something that kills the fruit. Okay, so we start drawing cards. We might win one match, even though opponent was pretty unlucky. So we start with Krajan. We are going to draw probably 6 or 7 cards. We find not super useful right now. Moment space. Okay. Okay, we now get the flicker. Okay, so uh, many things. So do we want? So uh, let's okay. Let's see. I'm not sure about all the lines because okay. So now we go. I get on the play. Uh, the button. Then we pulse back the Moon Drifter. I'm trying to be the most efficient possible at drawing cards. Okay, we play again. But this time we are going to flicker a drifter. What did I do? Okay, and relic. Pay 2. Yes. We on top. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We draw a million cards now. We win. Okay. So now we play. Ah, no response. Now we play a couple defenders and we win. Okay. Yes. Okay. Opponent was quite nice. So we win one match, even though it was against Elves, and we were kind of lucky, or less. Opponent was not super lucky, but we are Durdling. This is the goal of this deck. Match 4 on the draw against the Red XXXX. We actually did not record 2 matches in the meantime, one against the Blue Black Terror, because I really didn't want to play against the Infinite Snuff Out with a fun deck, and one against Fairies, because it's probably close to impossible. We mulliganed a lot. They had perfect hands, so there was no point in showing anything. We just registered the fact that against Fairies we are very weak, so we might have something in the side. Anyhow, we keep this one. That is very good curve-wise. Let's see if we face. Oh, if this is Garden, it will be interesting, but I think we cannot. Basically, we cannot beat removal decks because we have not enough creatures, and indeed it's Gardens. Let's see if there is anything we can do, but I doubt we can do much, to be honest. We have a lot of big defenders, so this is a plus. Let's see if they have the cast down. Yeah, I mean, Gardens is something that I really, really don't like to play against. In leagues, for example, I would have already considered unless I was playing for the trophy. This is not Gardens, but is Food Pestilence, which might be worse. We don't know. We will have to see what we can find from the side. Basically, we have some anti-enchantment and the negates. If they play the Pestilence now, we are basically dead. Okay. This is probably more of playable for us. Oh, now it's close to impossible because of. Okay, so we start with the relic. Let's see what we draw. Okay, so we play another Axebane. and we are trying to immediately make them use the spell bomb. Actually, I had to. Ah, okay. I had to get the blue, but I misclicked because actually I was sure they were going to spell bombing us, but maybe they have the pestilence, and this is the reason. It doesn't seem so, because they could have wiped the board. In this case, we can win only if we find a Frid or the Drift. Now we are starting durdling a little. Uh, so I think we can attack with our witness. They cast down actually, which was kind of important for us, but it's okay. They block. Now we are going to use one of the relic. Let's see what we draw. So now we play the refractor. I will have to find one of the flickers or. Okay, this is not bad actually. So at least we were able to dawdle a little. Okay. Why I cannot do anything? Oh wait. Okay. So now we are going to go Lembas. Let's see. Oh, this is good. So we just passed the turn. They finally use the nihil, which is okay. If they find that the pestilence, we are, I wouldn't say dead, but close. But it's the only thing they can find, I think. There's another gardens. Engine Hunter. Oh no, okay. Okay, so let's see what we draw. Oh, this is interesting. So first of all, we attack with everything. Let's see if they do anything except blocking the 4/3. We would love a removal, so they do block the 4/3 as expected, and nothing else. Okay, so now we are going to draw 4. Okay, technically, so I didn't see what I clicked. We might have the kill here. Let's see if we can draw for additional 4. Yes, we can. Okay, so what do we do? I think we go for another flicker. We just need a but mnemonic word. They concede. We won one game, even though it's not clear to me why they did that, but it's okay. Okay, so now for sure we are bringing the 3 negates. Then the question is, do we bring in something else? We could have the Vandal or the Hoof. Oh, let's try. Well, let's not try anything except the 3 negates. What do we cut? We cut the Lembas and 1 Quirio. I really am puzzled about the Sidon. I don't know exactly what I need. Okay. This is a reasonable starting end. They start with the Candy Garden. Unfortunately, this time we do not have a good creature curve. We will need one of those. In the very early phase, I also had Igor Whisperings, but then I decided I needed more lands. We are drawing really, really badly. Yes, definitely. Okay, so we don't do anything. We might pulse the land. I don't think we can win this game. course, we find another land, but the plan was to actually remove a land from the deck. Do we draw two? Probably not yet. Okay, we find one of the negates, which is good. Okay. It all depends on them. If they have Pestilence, we have a chance. If they have Crypt Wrath, basically I have nothing against Crypt Wrath. Let's move this stack away from here. Okay. This cycle a troll. We draw two. And this is really kind of obscene. Titan Blade is fine. We have a bazillion cards. Let's wait another turn. Okay. We find an Axebane. It is not super likely that the Axebane will survive, but let's see. We use our negate. They use another cast down. They are down to only 3 cards. They transform the thingy. Okay. Still 3 cards in hand. Oh la la la. So I think we will get our pulse. We passed it through. Still 3 cards in hand and a billion mana. Troll is fine. Getting our Axebane once again, but we cannot play. We will play it later in order to be able to defend it with the Ghostly Flicker. when they attack, we will tap the throw. Oh, my mic is falling. Still 3 cards in hand. Now 4 cards in hand. They might go again to 4. Okay. So we do not miss lands. So we have our Axebane. Now let's see if the flicker works. Theoretically we have the kill if we can untap with a non-summoning sick Axebane. What is this? They had the 3rd cast down. Doomblade. Okay. So now we need multiple things. And here it is. And we concede. Well, considering how bad our starting hand was, we resisted a little. Oh, I think this is okay. We just resubmit. So the deck is kind of working, but of course it's mostly cute. I don't know if we can do much to make it better. Well, not to make it better, to make it competitive. For sure, many of these cards are very powerful. We need to find the correct shell to use them, which might not be walls, but of course I tend to prefer walls. One thing could be doing something similar, but using bridges and land enchantment. I might try that. Those are the stuff out. No. Okay, these I think we need some additional blue mana. They did have the stuff out, so I was not wrong. We cannot do anything now. They seem to have another snuff out. Maybe no, they can attack. Okay, here we are finding the second island. At the end of their turn, we will use the uh, relic. If you don't have to use, I think we negate this thing. Campfire, you can have all the campfire you want. Flicker. So we attack, and we actually are going to flicker the relic in an island. We draw 2, we untap these, and we play an overgrown. The overgrown probably is going to die, but it's okay. They are looking for lands. They do find land, but not black mana. Okay. Another relic. So we Paris also research, suck in the relic. We find the drift, but we cannot use it. We of course have to keep the negate up. They found the second land, the second swamp. This time we cannot counter it. This is fine. I actually forgot to attack, or did I attack? I think I attacked before. Okay. So, first of all, we attack. Then we play a relic, and we find a very much needed Saruli. We swamp, 2 cards in hand. Members is fine. This is super fine. Okay. Okay, this is also very nice because we are going to get an Axebane. We play the land? No. And we have a negate. So we have the kill if the Axebane will survive. They need to have double ways to remove the Axebane. So they have only 2 open cards. They can draw 1 with the nutrient block. Troll is fine. This is fine. I think we have it. It must have double snuff out. Yes, we beat them. I don't know how. Well, we were lucky, presumably, but we were durdling quite a lot. GG's opponent. You are very sporty, and he was. I'm not so sporty, but yeah. Okay. Let's. So we are back after having played about 6 matches, but only 4 on video. So we played and lost a relatively close one to Rakdos Magnus. Everything kind of worked. Uh, I think we needed just more life gain. Then we split 1-1 against Elves. In one case, they had a very good and super fast. In the other, they were slightly slower, and the moment speed worked. So I think against Elves, the list is fine. Then we lost without having the matches shown against Blue-Black Terror, but we had very bad draws. They have multiple snuff outs. Against those kind of deck, I don't know if the only the negates are enough, but I'm not sure. Maybe we have to bring also the relics. So not clear if we need anything else. Then we lost once again with terrible ends, but I think I felt like we couldn't do really much against mono blue fairies. And against those, to be honest, I'm not so sure what to do. Fairies tend to be soft to life gain, but on the other hand, we need to have blockers for the ninja, and we don't play so many creatures. So question mark. Finally, we played against food gardens or food pestilence, and we won unexpectedly. We were able to durdle without so much problem, and we lost only one game where they indeed were able at the very end to find and play the pestilence, and that we didn't have or we couldn't negate it. But in the other ones, negate was very good. So I think the list is worth trying a little more. I am not super sure about the sideboard. We didn't face anything artifact or enchantment based, so I don't know if we really need or not the Vandals. I could see removing the Masked Vandal and one relic and putting it to weather the storms. So we can try to do it. Let's see if we can make it without seeing everything. So we remove the Vandal, we remove one relic. I'm not sure if it now maybe it updated. Yeah. And we bring in a couple of weathers. So thank you for watching. To be honest, I had a reasonable amount of fun just durdling and trying to find new lines. I'm not really sure this deck has any potential, but some synergies are very cool. I mean, relic drawing also on the coming out of the battlefield, and the new cam is for sure something that can be built around. As I mentioned in one of the games, it might be possible or worth to try to explore another line using bridges and land enchantments, and then the kill by uh, making the bridge a creature somehow. Not sure if it's worth or not. Of course, in that case, the bridge are indestructible, so they dodge a lot of removal, and then we can play all the things artifact based. But I'm not. I cannot see in my mind yet the deck list. Anyhow, I rambled away too much. Thank you for watching. I hope you like these new kind of videos, even if they are less competitive. And see you in the next one. Ciao.